Is it picky eating or is it anxiety? If your child gags at anything new or panics at something green on your plate or something touching something else on your plate, it may not be stubbornness, but it may be fear. Hello, I'm Dr. Bloomferndy. I'm a pediatrician and founder of Generational Wellbeing. Thank you for joining me. Today, we're going to break down picky eating and how you can help your kids, especially during the holiday season. Parents become really frustrated because we've worked through those safe foods throughout the year. Holidays come in, and then these kids are not wanting to eat those same foods. So let's break it down why this happens and how you can really help your kids through this holiday seasons. So why does this happen? Now, usually during the holiday seasons, the first thing that goes through the roof is our routines. So routines change, and most kids will thrive on routine, especially those who are picky eaters, because sometimes with the picky eating, it comes from that fear of something new, right? So you have a picky eater and you notice that that same kid wanted to go to a new place or a new environment. They kind of guarded or clingy and holding on to you because anything new creates some level of anxiety. So with these kids, they thrive on routine because they have that expectation. We're going to get up in the morning. We're going to go here. We're going to do this. This is what's going to happen. So all of that is out of the door. And then secondly, there is a lot of sensory overload where there is new foods, there's new people, there are a lot of people talking. So you're getting the input from so many different places, the colors on the table. So everything can be overwhelming. And once you have that sensory overload plus the routine that is out, it makes it where they are guarded. That anxiety starts showing up. What if all of these new or old memories of maybe when I tried that new food, I gagged and vomited. This is something new, all these new people. What if that happens again? Or is my tummy going to hurt? The last time I tried something new, my tummy hurt. So they have all these what ifs that are going through their minds. And what it shows out like, it's not like, oh, I'm anxious or anything. It shows up on their behavior. So you have that kid who was eating all these foods before the holidays now saying, nope, I don't want to eat it anymore. Or you have that kid who's pushing their plates away. Or you have that kid who's running out around just because they want to be distracted from that table. And all these behaviors, all the behaviors trying to do is avoid that fear or that thing that they're afraid of. And yes, it can be really frustrating, but once meals look different and everything is out of the roof, it can get to that point where they start acting out, not because of defiance, but because they're anxious and they don't know what to do about all of what's going on. So knowing this now as a parent, what can we do to help our kids with this, to face the fear or help them through the table or help them through the eating and stuff like that during the holiday season? We can make food a safe experience again. So our job primarily, knowing that everything has changed, whether it's the routine, we have new tables, we have new people, new environments, sensory overload, then we want to be there to help prep our kids to be that safety. First, by removing the pressure completely, right? So instead of saying, just try it already, just eat it already, everybody's eating it, or you're embarrassing me, we can instead approach from a place of compassion, say, if they're describing what's on the table and making it relatable so that they become comfortable with it. For example, instead of saying, just eat or try the carrots already, you can say, the carrot is crunchy like your favorite crackers. So it creates curiosity, like my favorite crackers. Maybe I can try it. Or you can say the mashed potato is soft and smooth like the Play-Doh. Creates curiosity. Maybe I'll try it. I feel the Play-Doh is something familiar. So you're relating it with something familiar that creates curiosity instead of putting pressure that makes them kind of back away instead. I have a patient, I talked to the parent earlier this week, and the mom said that this kid has never really tried the turkey, right? He says no to the turkey all the time. So I asked the kid if the kid eats turkey sandwiches. He said yes. I'm like, what if they made it in tiny slices and make it like your turkey sandwich that you eat? It's like, yeah, I may try it that way, but I am not eating a Kraft turkey. Relating it to something that you're already familiar and comfortable with, maybe that next step will help your kid become more comfortable. So again, the goal is to remove the pressure and make space for curiosity, because curiosity is the doorway for them to try something new. So what's the second thing you can do to help your kids? The second thing is to just tiny tries, right? Courage, a lot of times we want to go from 0 to 100 because like, just eat it already, finish that plate, or just eat one serving size. But a lot of times it doesn't work out that way, right? It's like tiny tries, small steps that over time will build the confidence and teach your child's brain that, I can handle it. I can do it. But for you to go from the place where I am afraid of it to the point where it's like, I can handle it, it's so many steps in between, so many tries along the way, which those tries could be like just licking it, right? Or smelling it, or even having it on your plate. That's a win for some kids, because I have seen some kids who just put that green stuff on my plate already, I am not touching it. Or even foods touching each other. I've had parents who have plates where the foods are not touching each other, because every time, or if the food even touches another, that's a wrap. They're not even going to do it. So many tries over time helps them become more comfortable and sends that message to their brain that it's not as scary anymore. Then I can try it, because the goal is really not to eat a whole serving size, but is to become comfortable. Once you change that in your mindset, then the tries on all along the way, you can easily then celebrate those little wins along the way and help your child get more comfortable, because if they're comfortable, then they're going to try the foods. And then thirdly, you want to model calm, right? Because our kids are always watching, right? If they're watched and they see that you're calm and you're relaxed, they're more likely to be calm and relaxed too. So then once we're taking the pressure and all of that stuff, we just say, hey, if you're unsure today, everything is new today, it's okay. I'm right here. You want to be that constant thing in their lives, at least during this season, especially during the holidays, because like I said earlier, the routine is out, everything is new, it's loud and stuff. So your calmness and your presence saying that, yes, everything is way higher, but I'm right here, that can make a huge difference between a kid who is anxious and afraid or trying to act out because of the fear, to a kid who is relaxed and calm, because they know that, yeah, even if I try it or I don't try it, I have my mom here or I have my dad here, and I have that calm presence here. And if mom is calm, dad is calm and unbothered, the child too is calm and relaxed and can have fun during the holiday season. Now, sometimes, especially if you're going out to family, you're not sure what's presented on the table and stuff, maybe you can take that 1 or 2 safe foods that your kid will eat too. So it could be usually what I would do is I would take at least 1 safe food that my kid would eat, and then prepare their minds to say, hey, we're going to go to auntie's house today. There are going to be a lot of people there. It is going to be loud, but we're taking this special food just for you. When we get there, we can explore new foods. However, if you go and try to explore and it's not working, I have this dish at the end specially for you. That way it releases that pressure of expectation. The child knows what to expect, and they know that even if they go and see all of those foods that are there that may be new to them and unfamiliar, that pressure is not there for them to try or to act like they like the foods. But they know that as they go down the table, they have that safe food option that they can eat if everything else is not working out, or they get to that point where they're too overwhelmed where they cannot try the new food to explore any new food. So that creates that safety net for you, and that helps releases the expectation, that helps them then go in there ready to explore and to have fun. Now, if you happen to be the one hosting at home too, You can make it a game. Get them involved with the prep, get them involved with tasting the foods or smelling it or telling you or giving you feedback, get them involved with putting the napkins on the table or putting the plates together so that they can be a part of it, because the more involved they are, the more familiar they are, the more comfortable they are with the process, and the better it is as far as getting through this time where all the routine is out of the door. And as always, you want to celebrate the wins, right? Because every step really counts towards the overall goal, which is to get them comfortable with the food so they can eat it. All right. So hopefully you've gotten from this that picky eating is not a battle to be won, but an emotion to be understood. And when you see your child's fear, so if this resonates with you, I'd love to continue this journey with you. My new children's book, The Worry Garden, Planting Seeds of Calm, it really helps kids to understand those big feelings and teach them how they can build courage through one tiny step at a time. It's a beautiful and a gentle way to help your kids talk about their worries, talk about their fears, very non-stressful or non-pressure. So I'd like for you to order your copy. I will put the link in the description. Make sure you also like and subscribe and share this episode with a mom who has a picky eater or a parent who needs reassurance, especially during this holiday season. Your child's courage is growing each day, and together we can plant seeds of calm that will last a lifetime. Thank you for listening, and Dr. Lil.